If you're a federal retiree or planning to retire soon, your monthly income is about to change. One of our advisors was talking last week with Jim, a retired federal employee who spent 32 years under FERS. He told me he's been cutting back at the grocery store because prices just keep climbing. When I shared the latest numbers on the 2025 cost of living adjustment, also called COLA, he smiled for the first time in weeks. "That's a little breathing room," he said. But here's the thing. While this COLA increase is good news, there are also a few surprises that federal retirees need to understand. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how much more you can expect in your monthly annuity or Social Security check, who gets the full COLA and who gets less, and how these increases interact with your health premiums, taxes, and even survivor benefits. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about who this COLA touches, because it's a lot more people than most realize. Federal retirees and survivors under CSRS and FERS. Federal retirees drawing Social Security, either alone or alongside their annuity. Surviving spouses and children receiving survivor benefits. And yes, veterans who are also federal retirees will see an increase in their VA disability compensation. Altogether, we're talking about millions of retired feds and their families. So what's the actual increase? The 2025 COLA is 2.5%. CSRS retirees, you get the full 2.5% increase. That's one of the perks of being under CSRS. FERS retirees, here's where the rule bites. If the COLA is between 2% and 3%, you only get 2%. This is called the Diet COLA. Let me give you an example. If your FERS pension is $2,000 a month, you'll see about a $40 increase per month. That's $480 a year. If you're CSRS with the same pension, you'd see $50 more per month or $600 a year. Not a huge difference at first glance, but over time, those reduced COLAs under FERS really add up. Social Security. The average Social Security retirement benefit will rise about $48 per month or $576 a year. If you're drawing both a FERS pension and Social Security, you'll see increases in both checks. Of a disability benefits. Veterans with a 100% disability rating will see about $94 more per month. And even those with lower ratings will notice a small but automatic bump. The good news. Now let's focus on the positives. It's automatic. You don't have to file paperwork with OPM, SSA, or VA. The increases just show up in your payment starting January. It helps preserve your buying power. Without COLAs, retirees would see their standard of living shrink every single year. Stacked benefits. If you're receiving both an annuity and Social Security, or annuity and VA, you'll see increases across all of them. That really adds up. For many federal families, this can mean affording groceries without cutting corners, covering a prescription copay, or even having a little left over for the grandkids. The challenges. But I promised you the whole picture, and there are challenges too. The FERS Diet COLA. If you're under FERS, you don't get the full inflation adjustment unless inflation is under 2% or over 3%. At 2.5%, you're stuck at 2%. That means your pension slowly loses purchasing power over time. Healthcare costs, FEHB premiums, and Medicare, Part B are rising. The standard Part B premium for 2025 is $185 a month, up from $174.70 in 2024. That increase alone can eat up part of your COLA. Taxes on Social Security. More retirees are paying taxes on their Social Security each year because the income thresholds haven't been updated since the 1980s. If your combined income is above $25,000 as an individual or $32,000 as a couple, up to 50% of your Social Security may be taxable. Above $34,000 or $44,000, up to 85% may be taxable. That means some of your COLA could end up going straight to the IRS. What you can do about it. So what steps should federal retirees take? Here are 4 concrete actions. Check your updated annuity in OPM services online early next year. Make sure your COLA has been applied correctly. Update your retirement budget. Decide ahead of time how you'll use that extra $30, $40, or $50 a month. Whether it's debt payoff, an emergency fund, or health expenses, give every dollar a job. Review your health coverage during FEHB open season. Premiums can rise faster than COLA, so shop your plan to protect your raise. If you're still working, maximize your TSP contributions. Remember, COLAs highlight the long-term challenge of inflation. The TSP, especially with the Roth option and stock funds, can help protect against that erosion over the decades. At the end of the day, this isn't just about percentages and dollar amounts, it's about people. I think of that federal employee I mentioned earlier, who can now afford both groceries and gas without juggling bills. Or Susan, a retired federal nurse under CSRS, who told one of our agents that her survivor benefit means her husband will see the COLA increase too. That gave her real peace of mind. The 2025 COLA won't solve every problem. Rising housing, healthcare, and daily expenses still stretch retiree budgets, but it does provide some breathing room. And when you combine that with smart planning, budgeting, tax awareness, and making the most of FEHB and TSP, you put yourself in the best position possible. If this video helped you, please share it with a fellow federal coworker or retiree. Too many people miss out on understanding how these adjustments affect them. And don't forget to subscribe. We post updates on federal retirement, TSP, and Social Security every week. Staying informed is the best way to make the most of the benefits you earned through years of service. Remember, you worked hard for your federal career. You deserve a retirement with dignity and security. The COLA is just one part of that bigger picture, but it's an important one. We'll see you in the next video.